Hello and welcome everybody out there in Twitch and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Yes, you are looking at my beard. Congratulations. Before we jump into the action, remember that if you are interested in following along this story, or if you enjoy this content, to like, comment, and subscribe. It takes you 10 seconds out of your day, and it does help our community to grow tremendously. So whenever you see our videos, watch them, give us a like, comment, and a subscription. All of those help us very, very, very much. And if you don't enjoy the content, then you should comment down below that you do not enjoy it, and send me a little bit of a blurb about how terrible I am and how stupid my games are. I really do appreciate that as well. I will reply to you no matter what. In addition to that, if you're interested in watching our games live, you can check us out over at twitch.tv/ProDMJoey. And if you are interested in joining any of our games like this one, but not this one, we do have open slots available in our Tuesday game, our Wednesday game, and our Friday game, and our Friday game. So reach out and let me know if you are interested in any of them. So, Jimmy, what happened last session?
So last session, the crew had found their way onto the ship of Hendrix and had uncovered a few of the prisoners that he was keeping there under lock, key, and magic. There were 3 prisoners that we came across, Genasi, Tiefling, and Furball. And upon freeing them, shared some information. Also came across a box that I believe was in the quarters of Hendrix himself that doors had uncovered. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And then upon closer inspection and with shared knowledge from the Tiefling who was with us, learned that it was a box belonging to the Prince of Beasts, Baphomet, the Horned King. And he kind of agreed to take it away somewhere where it would no longer be a danger, which apparently was to Belagos, who was also, where it was also a home to his master, apparently. So, I believe Mary, Silren, and Dorzen were made aware of the box itself and know its whereabouts at this point in time. The Plank King showed up, questioned what was going on, basically was informed that Hendrix had been taking people on as slaves and had wiped out Dorzen's previous crew in that endeavor. So yeah, that didn't go over too well for Hendrix. The Plank King was pretty quick to pass a sentence down onto him. And we got a few other details regarding Dorzen's previous captain, whose name was Wolfgang, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Because of what we kind of had to do to break pirate protocol in Darktow to uncover what was going on, the Plank King did pass a judgment on all of us. We were subject to a 3-month ban. Still kind of in his good grace, but he can't really show, I guess, any type of weakness, so had to make sure that we got out of there quick, fast, and in a hurry. Glade did show up on his ship, the Hunky Dory, and we had to kind of meet him on the waters outside of Darktow.
So, you all met up with Glade and his crew, where they brought in quite a few drinks and food and celebration for all of you to, well, meet one another, and for you, Dorzen, and him to be reunited. And it's during this celebration, everybody else is drinking profusely. Glade is fucking hammered right now because Silren challenged him to a drink off. Silren, I do need a con save from you with advantage. $16. You don't get drunk whatsoever. However,
it's going right through me.
You end up having to vomit up the amount of alcohol that you tried keeping up in pace with Blade for. Now, you're not drunk because immune to poison. However, by the rules of the pirates, he won.
That's how you drink like a pirate.
However, he is very, very, very loose right now. Yeah. Not bad though, guy. You stand with good legs. You've definitely been on the seas before. Hey, Dorzen, I want to show you something. Come here. He begins attempting to walk across the plank from his ship to your ship, or from your ship to his ship.
Make sure he doesn't fall his ass into the ocean.
Oh, okay. Boop, 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 boop. Alrighty. There's only a couple of people remaining on his ship. There's one person up in the crow's nest, just, keeping surveillance, looking around, apparently choosing to be sober. And there's one other individual, kind of just sitting over by the ledge, right on the railing, looking over the ship on the opposite side from everybody. Based off of their demeanor, their sitting position, and the fact that they're wearing fairly nice-looking clothes, you anticipate that this is a protagonist of a different story. So he walks with you over towards his personal cabin. Yeah, thank you. Opens up the door and, brings you inside. You see a very large and well-kept personal quarters. His sheets are made out of a satin red, silk-like material. He has a handful of nice little trinkets dangling from the ceiling, attached to the walls. There are a number of different locks of hair from presumably some of his favorite beheadings that he's gotten to commit. And he goes over on his bed and sits down and just looks over at you. Man, I'm glad you got yourself a good crew, huh?
They are something, all right.
They seem good, Kind of dicks. But, good dicks. Except that little guy, he seemed really cool, like, nice. Is he okay? Is he a little, loose, or,
He's referring to Jimmy, right?
He is the only little person in your party.
Okay.
Mary's the next at 5'4", I think you said? 5'6"?
Double check that.
Okay.
I don't quite remember.
Well, regardless, yes.
Yes, he's very cool. He just has a lot on his mind all the time.
I understand that, man. Kind of sucks, We didn't get to, we didn't get to finish it. No.
Yes.
Or the captain, it just pisses me off.
Well, if my memory isn't failing me, I'm pretty sure Wolfgang would have loved the fact that the Plank King himself beheaded the bastard.
Yeah, that's fair. Wolfgang definitely didn't like us getting our hands dirty, did he?
He's an honorable man.
Yeah. A little stupid sometimes, but yeah, honorable. Hey. Let's go check it out.
head. So about that,
Yeah, I know, you're banned or whatever. So what? Let's go.
yeah. One last, yeah.
All right.
Before we do that, and before this alcohol wears off, I would like to give you this, and I hand him Ace's play. So, if by the next time I see you, you already have a bunch of head chopping offspring around, you can read them a little story.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be doing that anytime soon. Yeah. Gotta settle first, and I still got a lot to do. All
Yeah,
right.
but I know you.
Not to my knowledge, at least. Let's go. He walks with you over to the other side of the ship, further away from everybody. And he starts setting up a rowboat, and, both of you get inside, and he lowers it down. And you just paddle back over towards Darkstow. As you get closer, you do feel a little anxious. But you kind of drank yourself through that. There is a stowaway bottle on this as well, of course. So, both of you are still drinking while alternating who's rowing, and after about an hour and a half or so, you finally found your direction back over towards Darko. He pulls up. The raft, or the rowboat, sorry. And you are now standing on the headless beach. The stretch of land where all of the heads of those that have betrayed Darktow, its captains, or who have died are on display. This is definitely mostly just a fear tactic they use for people, a warning of this is what happens to those that go against us. And you walk up and down the shoreline for maybe 30 minutes before eventually you see a new pike. And you look up at the closed eyes of Hendrix. The two of you just stare for a few minutes. You believe that guy? All these years?
You know the only thing I regret about this?
Just looks at you.
I never found out why.
I guess I never really wondered. I figured evil dickheads are evil dickheads. But I also want to know. You see he's currently fiddling with a medallion in his fingers. A coin. Let's find out. He takes the coin, holds his axe kind of upright, and slips his finger across it and just smears it against the coin. Something I took from that mouth.
Oh, okay.
Bing! Flips the coin, and as it rotates around in front of you, it lands gently against the sand. And you see the image of an individual begins to rise from the coin. A cloaked, shrouded looking person. Very long fingers interlocked with one another. And the only feature you can see from underneath the hood is a outstretched, discolored nose. This is my first time doing this. Hey!
You summoned me.
Yeah? You said you could give me a favor. You know. So I'm here to redeem it.
And what favor is it that you desire?
Hendrix. I want to speak with him. Now.
Well, that can certainly be arranged. The soul was just welcomed. Well, hasn't been too comfortable yet.
Do I know what this is?
Roll me a religion check. 12. I mean, you have enough interactions with the Beyond at this point. This appears to be something fiendish. The fact that favor was brought up and they're willing to communicate with something dead.
I'm only allowed to bring them back for 5 questions.
Yeah, that's fine.
Very well.
She reaches down towards the coin and pinches it between the two elongated fingers, and it bends and snaps and shatters. Immediately, she turns over her hand, and you see a head just roll into it from nowhere. This head is bulbous, contorted, and the skin has been stretched in all of these large boils and burn marks all across it. The left eye swollen completely over, and the right one barely able to even be open. As she does this, you hear the head take in a very deep, yearnful breath. Glade looks at you. Go first.
Why did you betray Captain Wolfgang?
I needed more power.
You What could you have possibly wanted that you would have to go through all this?
I wanted freedom from the restraints these gods force upon us. I wanted to live, to be able to do as I please forever, no longer fearful of anybody else.
Why did you sell me?
So that I can talk to him. The life of one like you, they told me, was more valuable than 10 others. They offered me you for the knowledge to become eternal.
Who made you these promises?
My lord, Baphomet.
God fucking damn it.
He told me he would give me the knowledge, the power to become forever, to no longer be restrained by mortal coils. He gave me this knowledge, and I wasted.
Dorzen looks to Glade and gestures to let him have the last question.
Glade walks over to him. Wherever you are right now, does it hurt?
I've never experienced this. The hells, the hellfire. I can never die, but I can never stop feeling this pain.
Glade gives a little smile. And as that last glib is relinquished, the individual rolls the head back into their hand and slams it on the ground where it shatters and splats.
Well, my favor is done. It was nice talking to you all.
Immediately, there's a spark of flame that erupts all around her, and when it settles down, she's gone. What a fucking... Glade goes over towards the rowboat and starts setting it up. Stupid.
Dorzen's just staring into the sky and holds his Raven Queen necklace and Pris's necklace. And just thinks to himself. And then heads back to the rowboat.
Wordlessly, you row all the way back, and Blade gets the rowboat back on top of his vessel, and looks at you. Oh, guess now we know, right?
Yes. Is it better?
I like knowing that he's suffering forever. That there's actually punishment for being like that. That's a little nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna go crash.
He just pats him on the back and then brings him into a hug.
He'll grab and squeezes you in only the way that somebody bigger than you really can. Yeah. One day we'll find out why. And he just heads over to his room. You see the protagonist is still sitting on the railing. They look over at you slightly, but then back longingly at the open ocean. And you hear your allies either completely wasted or with the most self-confidence you could ever fucking fathom, having a gleeful, very happy time on the other ship. Even Sylvan looks like, you're not sure, smiled?
That's not smiling. That's like snarling at Mary for poking him right now, just constantly.
She just smiles the warmest, most inviting smile back at him, like he's a long lost friend.
Hell, it's frozen over. Silverman smiled.
Meanwhile, in hell, what's going on? Why is it snowing?
Isn't that Texas?
Dorzen's going to go back to wherever his room is on their ship.
Yep, your personal quarters.
Yep.
All right, you go down below deck. You lie inside of the cot and just look out the window that you're positioned right in front of. Eventually, sleep finds you. So, everybody else, morning rolls around. Most of you are fucking trashed right now. Drinking with a group of pirates is not something that one easily does on a regular basis. And they certainly throw the fuck down.
Got a long rest in then, right?
Yes, you all long rest.
Cool. Spell time.
But how restful was it really?
Oh, you're hungover. What? The captain of the vessel comes out. Alrighty, everybody. It looks like we're no longer welcome here, so we're leaving. Where to?
Are they talking to us?
Well, yeah, you're their employers right now.
where are we going to head to Tal'Dorei? Kuma says, like, still trying to just hung over.
Yes, I believe that was the plan. By the way, Silren's going around with, he's using Create or Destroy Water to create glasses of water to give to people hungover, mainly his party.
What do you mean was the plan? Is Willie not here still? Oh, no, you were the one going to Tal'Dorei. What was Willie doing?
They were both going to Tal'Dorei.
All right.
You look over at Willie, and he's holding a package in his hands. Willie, it's been a while, but now you have a delivery to make.
What is this? Where's Lyram? Wait, I don't have the Changebringer forsake me?
Lyram appears on your shoulder.
Only temporarily. This is punishment for how you've been treating me.
Why, I haven't treated you poorly at all. Ever. I have been nothing but a saint and a scholar.
Well, I think you need to get going soon.
Hey, Willie.
And he disappears.
Like, did the ones near Willie hear that and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, Willie, this probably isn't going to be forever then.
What?
Thanks for traveling with us.
Wait, there's nothing.
It's clear Silren has issues saying that.
Okay. What's are you? So are you back on your old job? Is that it?
I hope not. That means I'm gonna disappear. I don't want to disappear.
Before you go, Willie. You said you've been treating Lyram like a saint. Why don't you use this opportunity while working to really just kind of check how you've been treating that little friend of yours so it doesn't happen again.
You hear from some far off distance.
I'd say there is some bit of truth in that. I mean, not all saints were saints before they became saints.
Some of them were prostitutes.
Yeah, some of them were like warlords and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
You can't be a warlord and go around hugging people.
I mean, you can.
Depends how hard you hug, but...
Yeah, well...
Yeah.
Wait, before I leave Kuma, can I have more of that jerky?
Sure.
As you reach out for the jerky, bink, disappears.
Oh no.
Willie, you're gone.
He took my glasses. Damn it.
He didn't have anything important, did he? Like
the blink boots.
I just imagined it was like, can I get some jerky? I don't feel so good, Mr. Kuma.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No.
Right back. Someone's knocking at my door.
He didn't have a bag of holding on him, did he?
No.
He had blink boots and a lot of gold.
Alrighty, so Willie is officially retired. Yay!
By the way, I'm not sure if we noted down those the gold we got last time after robbing the ship.
Is it in party loot?
Did anyone add it or?
I did not add it, but I did make notes of it.
Probably the people that found it should have added it.
All right. Yeah, I'll do that then.
It was 140 gold, 200 gold, 400 gold, 700 platinum.
Yep. So
we gave the 200 gold to the slaves.
Yeah, so it's a 540. Okay, so just added it now.
Alrighty. So the captain will look at you all again and go, I mean, not for nothing, but I do want to eventually go home. Where would you like me to drop you all off?
The nearest port of Tal'Dorei is Stillben, isn't it?
Technically, yes. Technically, yes. Stillben is the nearest one. However, the shit. What's the name of your people, Silvern?
Not Tal'Dorei.
Ashari?
Ashari.
No, the specific group. I know Ashari.
Vesra.
Vesra?
Vesra.
They aren't here.
Oh no, not in Tal'Dorei. Their Vestra are located there.
Oh.
No, Soren's visiting the Wind Ashari and the Earth Ashari, which is going to be Farah and Terra and the
Zephyr.
Okay,
so you guys go over. You want to go to Stillman.
Soren, can you use that tree walk thing of yours on, like, plank or the ship? I mean, it's still trees, isn't it? Just dead.
No.
All right.
I mean, you've been to Yorick's house. He's got a big tree in his front yard. We could just get to Amon that way.
No, that is a perfectly reasonable idea, but the nearest tree would probably be located in a port, the closest port which we are banned from.
Right.
Wait, you guys want me to take you to a tree? I could do that. There's islands out here.
Right, if you know a good big tree. It has to be a certain size, doesn't it?
How big?
Big enough to fit a person. How's that?
Looks at the people you are referring to. Hey, useful.
Yeah, boss.
Is there a tree nearby that can fit, say, points at Kuma, like, into it?
There's a few islands not very far off. It's going to be a little bit of a climb to get on top of it.
And then he looks at all of you guys. If it's them, they're fine. If it's us, we're fucked. Alrighty then. Looks like we found our location.
How far away is this island that you know of useful?
About a day's travel.
Well, let's quicken that pace, shall we? And then control weather.
Ah! Yes, okay. So you control weather to speed everybody along. You all have 1 day of travel. Anything you all want to do before?
Celebrate Willie's memory by drinking ourselves drunk again.
Fair enough.
I don't really have anything better to do.
Alrighty. Well
Wait,
then.
Is that protagonist still on this ship?
No, the protagonist is on Glade's ship.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. So, you travel for about a day or so, and eventually you come across a row of larger platformed islands that all have sheer rock drops down towards a very sharp, jagged edge of other rocks beneath it. And he points over.
Yep, on top of there's a bunch of trees. Pretty big, too.
You just gotta find out how to get up there. I'm sure you guys can manage.
Solen does have a way, but first I'd have to ask if we had a chance to long rest during that day travel.
Yeah, today.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yes, we'll be fine. Hey everyone, who wants to be a bird?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, so you are animal shapes? Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
What book is that one from again?
That's normal.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's normal. It's just it's high level that it's like never been used
Yeah,
usually.
Yeah, no one's ever taken it.
Well, I mean, druids. I can pick spells.
Absolutely, no, it's cool. It's just I've never had a player take it. Okay, so you are the animal. Your statistics are changed with the animals. What'd you turn everybody into?
I think. I mean, I was a bird. Let's go with
Seagull.
giant eagles. Except Jimmy, he's just a normal eagle.
Alrighty. So you all hummingbirds. I was really hoping seagulls. Just mine. You all just go chasing after a fish. So you all turn into giant eagles and immediately become very territorial of your area.
It's just like a mass polymorph. It's mass polymorph.
Yes,
We
you become
retain
them.
We retain our intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that part.
Wait,
The
is-
level
okay.
eight
And,
now.
and
It's pretty
alignment.
good.
All right. All
Oh
right.
shit! Wow, yeah, I didn't even read that.
All
It's
right,
really
never
good,
mind.
but very situational.
Kuma becomes very, very territorial, and nobody else.
So Soen says something, Kuma. Ha! Kuma, stop being fucking territorial.
Just like, fine.
All right.
Different voices, bird.
So oh god, all of you fly up over towards this island, and Useful looks over at the captain. See, I told you they'd be perfectly fine. Jesus, people have been trying to climb that thing for years, and so many have died. Told you they'd be fine.
Do we hear that?
Yeah,
With our ego.
with your eagle ears.
Dorson just turns his head and, you assholes, caca! That's what they hear.
So it hears that because big perception stuff. Like he flies overhead, and before leaving, he poops on Jeffrey, who is a random NPC crewman that he didn't like, on his head, and then
That's fair.
flies to the place.
Nobody ever likes
Was-
Jeffrey.
I was just about to say that Mary also leaves some droppings on the deck before taking
Y'all
off.
are fucking rude. They were so accommodating. They were super
They literally
efficient.
just sent us to potentially our deaths.
Well,
Oh, we-
no,
no,
you-
Useful
would be
had
fine.
confidence. Useful had confidence. And he's the only competent person on that boat.
Which is why he's not the captain. He'll live.
Yeah. Yeah, he's smart enough. I don't want that title. But anyways, you all fly up over there. And yes, if you had to climb this, you would need an incredible athletics to be able to manage this. The cliff actually swoops up, and for about 15 feet or so, becomes completely drawn out that you'd have to climb to get up to the top. And it is
Joe.
massive. It is, oh god, I hate it. But anyways, it is massive. But as you fly up there, you see in front of you that there are numerous beautiful large trees, these shrubbery and bushes that are all over the place, and a completely curious set of wildlife that doesn't feel... oh wait, eagles. No, they hide. You are the only thing that they fear.
Yeah,
Fair.
I don't know if what Willie, or formerly Willie, just typed out is true, but when someone climbs up there or flies up there, he like perches on like the edge and just like kind of watches like a vulture this like person climbing.
No, that was not true.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
His character name is not anime protagonist. It's pronounced Anima. Thank you.
Anima.
But anyways, you all land there and tries out some dance moves in eagle form. Alrighty, so this one's called the erect bird. You stretch your neck and wings and just start dancing.
Oh my god! And that 20.
It's the best dance I've ever seen.
It looks just like the opener of a Pixar movie, just, dipping the wings and everything. Jesus Christ. But anyways, congratulations. An 8th level spell solved all your problems. What would you like to do now?
Once we're safe and around and stuff, and Soren's probably let them be eagles for a little bit, he'll end the spell. Probably with one of them not like really high in the air, but a little bit midair.
Okay. Who do you like the least? Well, Mary's on the ground. So Kuma. Dex save.
Okay.
Wow, he likes Dorson and Jimmy more than Kuma, his friend for years.
Oh, I mean, Jared just made an assumption, but out of every one of those people, Kuma's most likely to survive.
24. He drops you and you do a superhero landing onto the area, and you suffer 14 points of bludgeoning damage as your knee's now dislocated.
Pop back into place with a nice little pop that everyone hears.
I mean, I was about to have Soren come over and pop it back in with a cure wounds.
He'll be
make
fine.
everyone-
It's only 14. He's barely missing anything.
Dorson taps him on the shoulder, you're healed.
Yeah, no, just
Healing hands.
Mary,
As
you're
you're
not
call-
an eagle anymore.
Oh,
But
I
she
thought
can
you
still make
did
the
him
sound.
first. All right, yeah.
Hey, I always knew it. Doors didn't have magic fingers.
Your magic hands.
Ooh, my. Okay.
No.
I mean, I never thought being an eagle would be so good for like, flexibility. I felt like I had like everything was right for the. Huh. Yeah, we should put on a show or something sometime, so you can help me with that.
Do a dance off in eagle form. Just
I mean, don't you put on a show every other time we're in town?
Yeah, and our official group name will be Dorzin's Dancing Eagles.
DDD.
Yeah.
DDE.
DDE, and that's okay. So fun fact: there's a Norwegian, I guess you would call it like country music band, which
Ew.
is well, it's kind of hilarious, but they're called DDE actually. So
I stand by my statement.
yeah, it translates to that's what it is.
It is what it is, man.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Anyway.
So
Wow.
there's a tree.
All right. Anyone want to get anything in the area before we go through this tree?
I'll search around for anything interesting.
Roll a survival check. They got a bunch of berries here, like a lot.
I'll take some.
Alrighty. You fill up the fold of your shirt with berries.
I'll then put them in my bag.
Since someone would see this most likely, can he just roll a quick thing to see if those are poison berries?
Nature.
Oh, great! I'm so great at these.
16. Well, they're not poisonous to you.
Okay, good enough.
No offense, but I don't think you understand what poison is as well as anybody else would.
No, someone knows what poison is. It's just something that kills everyone else.
Yeah, it's got a very unique flavor.
And in fact, it's a little spicy, and someone likes to put some on his face.
A bolt of lightning strikes right beside all of you, and then the tree becomes luminescent.
Hell, I pulled my bow.
You're being serious?
No, that was me saying get back on track.
Yeah.
The tree's burning. Quick, go.
Yeah. Soren will go ahead and you cast the spell. You better hurry, because if it closes on you, you're dead. And walks through or runs through.
I don't know.
So, you all run through the tree. Sylvan, where were you taking them, by the way?
Iman.
Iman.
I know that.
Sir Uric?
Well, I believe it was actually what's it called? The Vox Machina Fortress, Grayskull.
You've been to both. Yeah, there's a tree at Yurik's and Vox Machina's tree.
Yeah. So which one are you going to? The Vox Machina one? Or the Sir Uric one, like somebody suggested?
Actually, I think the Sir Uric one, just to check up on Bastion to make sure nothing went horribly wrong with his awakening stuff.
So, you all step out of this large, beautiful tree, and right now the leaves are starting to turn in beautiful green color and starting to grow against the tree. That the season is now becoming supportive of nature. And as you all step out, you see in the front yard, Bastion is barking orders at servants, instructing them what to do with cleaning up his shit, cleaning up his pool, as well as attempting to convince a few of them to give him more treats. And he is looking a little on the plump side now. All right, all of you, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yes, that is people I recognize. Hello? I am Master Bastion. It is a pleasure.
I am aware. If you recall, I was the one who helped you find new insight into the world.
Yes, you did. Thank you for that. As a reward, you may kiss my hoof.
So I bet all the servants have given Silren the biggest, what the fuck did you do?
Oh yeah, the servants are pissed at you.
I will respectfully decline. I just came to check in to make sure everything was as it should be.
Everything is exactly as it should be.
I've noticed.
Servants clear even harder.
Says the talking horse.
I move past Silren and says like, "Oh, I'll do it for you, my lord." And I go over and kiss the hoof of Bastion.
What's it with you and horses, man?
She's a horse girl.
I'm doing this just to piss off Silren.
Good, madame. Perfect. I shall go alert my bestie that you all are here. And he goes trotting up the stairs. You also see that new stairs were installed that were designed specifically so horses could walk up them. Doors, it's ingenious. You should have thought of this a long time ago.
Where are they, like 5 feet long?
They are larger gaps, but they also have like slightly slanted regions so that you can step onto them much more easily.
It's a mobility ramp.
He goes over to the front door, which he turns the knob with his head, since now he's capable of that. Sir Yurek, you have visitors. Hello, everybody. Hi. How are you? He comes walking out, and he looks much more plump than before. He's definitely not keeping up with as much exercise as he was getting with all of you. And he walks out.
Doing well.
Yeah. Oh, he's fat and happy. He's great. He walks out. Hey, how are you all doing?
I'm doing well.
You look good, Sir Eric.
He like has to lean back to look at you from over his stomach. Thank you very much, Jimmy. You look great yourself.
Thanks.
Oh, you're real fat.
No, Jimmy's just real small.
Hey, Jimmy, did you ever make that breastplate stretcher?
No, you haven't. What?
Oh, okay. Never mind.
So, interesting that you all showed up when you did. I was just having biscuits and tea with someone. Come on in.
We're not interrupting anything important, are we?
Oh, yes, of course, but it's no problem. Come on.
We wouldn't want to impose. We just...
Really hard to turn down his invitation, isn't it?
Oh, no, it's completely easy. I've just made it that not exactly a New Year's resolution, but a resolution to be... He does the air quotes. Nicer.
Good for you. Anyways, come on in.
Was that him or you?
That was him. So you all follow in?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alrighty. You walk over towards his den, which is a very lovely little section of the home. The entire wall is made out of glass panels and has a double set of glass doors, both of which are open to this lovely little garden that sits right outside. And it's at the perfect spot that at this morning rise of the sun, you actually have full luminescence stretching down into the room. And you all see somebody who looks a little different sitting there having tea. Guri, would you like to describe what you look like?
Oh, this is definitely not how I would have been. Okay. Jericho is Githyanki with yellow skin, obviously. Let me go through her.
Pause. None of you know what a Githyanki is. Continue.
Okay. Githyanki, she looks about Mary's height. She's way better shape than Mary.
Oh, damn.
Hey. I glare at her.
Face is pretty.
Gray eyes, and she has bright orange hair, like Chucky from Rugrats orange.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Chucky, like from Child's Play. Chucky.
Well, I mean,
But his is red.
yeah, that's more red.
Oh.
Yeah, no, this is like bright orange. Like, it does not look natural at all.
Good day.
time is shed. And she looks up and says, "This is the one towards your Sir Uric."
These are all of them, yeah. Well, I mean, that's Dorzen, that's Jimmy, and these are the other ones that I met as well. So let me explain to all of you. I got a message from somebody, at my church, of course, the Church of Sarenrae. And they said they heard from somebody else in the city that there was an individual asking about all of you, and, well, given the line of work all of you are in, I took it upon myself to invite them here, and, well, if they would have fucked up, I would have killed them. But she seems a little lost.
You were looking for us? You're not in the employ of some archwizard, are you?
She looks down, not exactly sure what she said, and then says, "Yes, I was looking for you."
All right, we didn't talk about that trope. You understand common, bro. No. 100% no, I'm not tolerating that.
That is way too hard to deal with in this.
Yeah. We want sessions not to take 45 minutes of conversations.
Unless it's, a cool RP conversation due to story reasons.
Yes, I was looking for you. Specifically him. And she's going to point towards Dorzen.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sweet. Oh, sweet gods of fate, which I think I'm employed to. What is it with people showing up and dealing with my life?
Because messed with just that, the gods of fate.
Yeah, she says stupid, crazy things too.
Is it also fate that your hair is orange like that?
No. That is from someone else's doing.
I would hope so. Nicer,
are you
nicer.
guys some kind of related species? I mean, I'm sorry, I don't think I've ever seen anyone quite like you. And
I'm unique. This is irrelevant. I must speak to the celestial with great urgency.
When you say you were lost, did you mean like you couldn't find a place, or were you just lost trying to find Dorzen?
She pauses for a moment and looks back up. When I arrived, I was far away. I needed a way to find you.
Oh, still listening to the wrong music, sorry. I really like the sounds of the ocean. It just kind of
But lost, I could not get close enough to you to get proper location, I guess, as you would say.
That's probably because it's silver and we move around a lot.
Yes, I've noticed. Very far, in fact. Been looking for the last 4 weeks. All over.
Wyatt, I hear like a high pitch sound where you are. It might be a fan or something with some type of service reaching it.
How about now?
It's a lot more faint, but yeah, it's better.
Okay.
All right, you found me. What is it you want?
She's gonna say in Celestial, I want to help you. Specifically with your friend, Prissa.
Dorzen rushes her, pulls her up. It's like, how the fuck do you know that? And also in Celestial.
Opposed athletics.
Dorzen, what's wrong?
I don't know. They're speaking in some sort of tongue. They might be flirting.
I clicked it.
Click it again.
Click it real good.
Oh.
I think it's just doing that roll 20 lag thing.
I'm
There
I'm
it
seeing
goes.
your roll.
You see the roll? I
Yeah,
saw
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
18.
it just popped up for me.
that's Guri. I don't see it. Okay, whatever.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
lagging.
the first one was
Oh.
12. You go to lift her and oh, she is fucking thick. Like not like Mary thick, like I'm like Kuma thick.
I don't even think Mary thick is thick.
Yeah. Well, she has
mean-
padding.
I mean, she did say that she was, more in shape than Mary,
She has more shapes than Mary, probably.
Curves in all the places where it matters.
Yeah, muscles. Please step on me, sexy vampire lady. Yes.
Oh my.
In some unknown language to probably everyone, Lo Anish Daith and take a step back real quick and say, I've come to help you because your plight is relatable in Celestial.
Is she safe, Yurik?
I'm interested in continuing to listen. He understands everything you're saying.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure
I'd imagine a
Dorson's
priest
safe.
would.
Yeah.
I know her because I was observing, told to observe. She's gonna say in Celestial.
Told by who? For the sake of brevity, we're just talking Celestial until this is over.
Correct. Yeah.
So Jaro, do you want, we never really went over exactly who. It was supposed to be many pantheons.
Many. Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of greater deities that I would like not to mention their names right now in front of the priest.
He offers cucumber sandwiches with sliced salmon to everybody.
Ooh, I'll take one.
Everyone speaks celestial in the group.
Well, at least two people do.
Dorson doesn't have a concept of greater deities, does he? Like that's a foreign term to him,
There's a
isn't it?
pantheon.
Use that.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
you know. It's yeah.
Okay.
Some people's attention you wouldn't like. You're tampering with laws that were not meant to be broken.
You like went soft for some reason.
You know?
Hello.
Good?
You're a
No?
little
Yeah.
better. It's just yeah. You are quieter.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're tampering with laws that weren't meant to be tampered with. My job is to stop people from doing that.
You're still super quiet.
Why is it super quiet? That's so weird.
I don't know. It sounds like it's no longer trying to like open up the microphone to pick you up a little bit. If you have a gain setting, up that gain.
Should be good. I think it's just a connection on it. So yeah, no, I forgot where I was at, but you're messing with tethers, she's telling me, which got a lot of things' attentions, and my job was to stop you, and you specifically. But
Dorzen readies Pyrama.
I had a change of heart when I saw your situation. Because in my position, I would do the same thing you would.
I would like to insight this creature.
This creature.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's a-
you can remember player interactions. You can choose to believe or not.
Okay.
I just,
Thanks for
just
getting
remember you
back,
said
guys.
you raised.
I see him take out Pyromal and I like lift my firearm wand up.
Sir Yura continues pouring tea.
Saren continues drinking tea, just watching this.
He's a proper British gentleman.
It's like watching the Latin channel. It's like, oh, this is really interesting. I have no idea what's going on.
Like a soap opera?
Yeah.
And why should
weapon.
I believe this change of heart?
Because I'm here right now talking to you. If not, you have met me in a very different place at a very different time. The reason your mailman was taken away from the Changebringer for moments. Like you have done this where you have switched the fate of somebody. It's not hard to switch the fate of people, but to rip a tether entirely is something different.
I don't understand what you're saying, Barry.
Well, I wouldn't be forced into this situation if your greater gods wouldn't be able to take care of their own mistakes.
They send people like me to take care of their mistakes. The gods do not wish to involve themselves with mistakes. In fact, they have a place for where they put all their mistakes.
Where might that be?
The abyss.
So what are you guys talking about?
They're clearly flirting.
Are you telling me that the goddamn tether is in the fucking abyss?
No. But I am telling you that is where all the mistakes go.
You all do keep hearing tether, though.
Just ignoring me.
It's the one word in Celestial you can understand.
Yeah, tether.
That shit.
Tethers. What was that thing about tethers?
Connected.
Did we?
A deity. Which I would be thankful if I were you, for that is one that is an easy connection to find. Some do not get the luxury of having easy to find connections.
I think it's time to include the rest in this conversation, don't you, in common?
Oh no, don't mind us. We're just here drinking tea and having cucumber sandwiches.
What? There's
With
salmon
salmon, freshly caught. Yes. Oh, here, Jimmy. Didn't see you down there.
He puts his weapon down and just starts.
It is raw salmon, by the way.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Nope. Not you. So yeah, you decided to open up the conversation in common. Sir Yurik looks over and goes, yeah. So, allow me to recap all of them. She's supposed to kill him for inquiring about the tether. She decided not to because feelings. And now she wants to help you so that you don't invoke the wrath of some great deities.
I've already invoked the wrath of great deities. It's just a matter of time.
Well, since you seem to be knowledgeable about the subject, who exactly should we be wary of in this endeavor?
Janus, Erbine, any one of the greater deities you can name.
Fuck are you talking about?
I didn't do anything.
Why?
We're breaking a law of nature, something that is not supposed to be broken. And this will have consequences. I will help you do this, but I will become exiled. I have reasons for doing this, but they are my own.
You know what happens when you break a tether?
They're freed from their fate. But that's not the fear here. The fear is someone will learn how to break a tether and untether something much, much darker.
Well, unfortunately, none of us have any experience with breaking tethers yet, or have the knowledge to do so. And I'm here to make sure that when it's done safely, and without the consequences that you would would be invoked.
I don't think you understand.
Hey, does this have something to do with that Prissa girl or something? I thought you said her name earlier.
Yes. I know he wishes to bring the one he loves back. Which is a no.
Oh, were you girlfriend and boyfriend?
No, she was just our friend, and she helped save the world.
Sir Yorick is standing behind Jimmy.
Well, Jimmy, Prissa identified as a girl, correct?
Yeah, she
So she was indeed a girlfriend.
Yeah, she was a friend.
Okay, let's
Who is a
drop
girl?
the 5th grade semantics.
Hey, I never went to 5th grade.
So
That's Mary, by the way, not me.
So I can't remember what's the last thing that Not Willie just said.
Don't
'Cause I
think
had
you're understanding what I'm saying.
right. Thank you. You're right. I don't understand everything you're saying, which is why I'm asking you to explain it so I can understand it.
Other beings than celestials are intrigued by what you are doing. And if they learn how you broke a tether, they will also break tethers.
Yes, we got the general idea about that when we questioned a certain individual who knew the answers to that question. What I'm saying is, do you know who these entities are, what guise they might have for observing us, for learning of it?
Jared, the name is Zenobek, right?
No, it was not.
What was? Oh, I wrote it down like that. What is it then? So that's how I wrote it. That's why.
Multiverse.
Exium.
Exium, yeah, that's right. It is Exium. Specifically, a very destructive creature in nature, greater than planets, greater than space, destroys more than time itself, and it is trapped through the tethers. And if people learn how to break these tethers, Exium can also be broken free.
You said planets?
What?
Have you been to a different place other than Exandria?
Yes, a few.
So, do any of you understand Abyssal?
Yeah.
Okay. Exium translates in Abyssal to the bottom of the abyss.
Wait, does this Jimmy will like go into the bag and pull out I believe it was a map that we had, was it not?
Map of Solemn, yeah.
Yeah, map of Solemn, and go, have you seen anything like this before?
Yes, that is an old home.
What?
And a place. She would know the name of it, right? Even though it's gonna
Roll me a history check.
yeah, I was gonna say I should probably remember it. History.
Okay, so it seems to me that if
19.
we were to all start, pursuing this endeavor even more, whatever it is, that we become targets?
You are already targets.
All of us?
Just gonna point at Silverin, Dorzin, and Jimmy as the main ones. You two
Okay.
are optional, as well as the mailman.
Thanks.
And that map is of Solemn.
So,
During
God damn it. I'm just gonna feel like an asshole if I don't come along with this.
Wait, if you've been to another planet before, how did you get here?
I was transported by, I'm gonna say Janice. I don't think anyone else would do it.
No. It would be probably by one of the many accessible teleportation circles that can bring you anywhere that you would want in all of existence.
Oh, so
You didn't need an individual. You literally just stepped onto a platform.
my home, the ley line, has an ability to send me anywhere. I chose this place after being assigned into this to investigate. As is my name, Jerique. Roughly translates to Inquisitor in common. I'm just gonna look down. I came here through a portal.
Well, thank you for simplifying it that way.
So, are there any portals like that here?
Which you know,
I've never heard of one.
that's actually a good question.
That is limited knowledge.
I don't know if I'd roll for that or should
No,
just say.
no, it's limited knowledge. You know things that you would be told about, but not everything. Unfortunately, you're not among the smartest of Leyline.
I don't know. Have you seen her intelligence?
You are not among the smartest of Leyline.
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I do not know of that. I just sleep after my mission is done. I awake back home.
I thought you said that you'd be exiled for helping us.
I will be. Have not helped you yet. My job is to stop him from doing this.
You already helped us by telling us all this?
No, not unless I am noticed. Unless they send somebody to confirm their suspicion.
Well, that doesn't sound bad at all. Who exactly would they send?
Kairistan or Eyeleaf. They would send one of those two. Somebody who knows me well.
Well, Sir Uric, Dorzin, have either of you heard from like your gods that we're doing something we shouldn't be doing?
We already heard from a certain individual, if you remember, James, who already told us this information about the tethers and how messing with this can affect the world. And
I wanted to know if they have spoken with their gods about what we're doing.
I wasn't made aware about all of this.
So they're not the ones who are...
Raven Queen has been silent.
So she's not either. So it's other gods.
But I have a feeling that we have been warned about what you are talking about and the repercussions. Not in the way you might be thinking, Silren.
well, then do clarify.
Someone who has been bound to keep a secret. Told me what they could. And I know that my goddess is on my side. On all of our side. Now I think I know against who.
Good. That's more progress than before, and that's something we can work with. That being said, I don't know as much as I'd like to about these tethers, but what I do know is that the Ashari as a whole, we are separated into 4 separate tribes to deal with the 4 different elemental planes. So it might be prudent if we visit the tribes here in Tal'Dorei to see if we can gain information and maybe even converse with the Heart of the Tempest, as she is the youngest but currently the most powerful member of the Ashari and might know of such things.
Sure, she won't just, try to go after you guys for doing, well, whatever it is you've done. Apparently broken some natural law or something.
We haven't broken any natural laws yet, and the reason I'm tagging along is to ensure that
You're free to leave at any time.
in fact,
I'd like to just point out that if this is all true, then you're really asking quite a bit. I mean,
I told you all long before that this journey would paint a target on your backs.
well,
And asked if you would stay.
Sure, but I thought it would be like some sort of, assassin or some lowly king or something of that sort. Not some out of bounds cosmic entity that apparently is more powerful than your gods.
Dorzen turns to our guest. What is your name?
They call me Jericho.
All right, Jericho. You claim to come here to help, spouting gods I have never even heard hums of, and consequences and lands far beyond our scope. Dorzen pulls up the keystone. Do you know what this is?
Yeah, she would, right, Jaro?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah. Yes, that is the keystone. I know exactly what it is.
I forget which one I gave to that hag.
I know which one you gave her. I'm not sure which one you kept, because there was a total of 3 of them there.
I had Faye and the one with the water and the rock vase with the rocks. This is what I put in my notes.
So you had the one with the 2 animals back to back with backwards paws?
No, that wasn't an option. I re-looked the episode to double check.
No, it was like a star,
yeah,
kind of shape.
It was like broken in points.
Oh,
like
the broken point one. Yeah, that's the one that you currently have then. The one with the flowing hair that's a waterfall, that one you gave away.
Okay, so I gave away the Faye one.
Well, what you thought was Faye.
Yeah. All right, so I have what I have written in my notes as vase with water rocks.
Jerigway, roll me a. For you, this would be Arcana.
Yep, that seems about right.
Yeah, you have no idea which one it is. You recognize it. It is certainly one, and it looks, well, primitive, but yeah.
It's to one of the portals. I don't know which one, but I know it goes to one of the archways. It's used to set up the portal so you can head to that plane or that planet. It's primitive.
Would we have to head to other planes to try and figure this out?
No, we just have to head to wherever you destroyed this lesser deity, or where the tether begins to her.
Well, we know where that is.
Or where we destroyed him?
Where you tethered her to him, yes.
And where exactly would that be? Unless it's Solen holds up his copy of Ace's play.
God damn it, Ace.
That book was instrumental in letting us know what you were doing.
God
course it
damn
was.
it, Ace.
He outed you to the stars.
Meanwhile, at a book signing, like just like a line of deities and stuff and whatever, just like
He's just sneezing. Oh, sorry about that.
So who are these assholes again?
Jimmy looks at Dorzen. Are we going to need to go back there?
Looks like it, but we still don't know what to do when we get there. And now that we know we're going to have interplanal assassins sent after us.
which is why I suggested we visit the ones in this world that I know of that are great with interplanar relations.
Silren, I trust your insight. Keyleth hates me.
As true as that may be, for whatever reason, it doesn't change the fact that she is the leader of the Arashari, and she has a duty to her people and this world.
I think it's pronounced duty, Silren.
Sorry, I was out of character. I was trying to think of how to say this, and I didn't know how.
No, you did it. You did it. You said it.
Yeah. So if she doesn't want to talk to you, that's perfectly fine. But I will request that she talk to me as a fellow member of the Ashari. Even if we are of different tribes, we are of the same people.
Well, while you're going to try to move a mountain with a shovel, Mary, would you be willing to contact Trent to see if he knows how to get rid of this ghost yet?
Sir, you're
Oh, right,
with
that thing.
exorcisms, are you?
What'd you say, Jimmy?
Sir Yurik, you're not familiar with demon exorcisms, are you?
As a matter of fact, I think I am.
Go figure.
Didn't we need the body to lock it up so it couldn't leave the body again? I forget what
Excuse me?
I explained to Yurik what's going on with Dorzen. All the details.
Because that's way too long to talk.
Oh, well, I mean... Oh, all right.
Yeah, we've been busy and doing. I'm so
Apparently, yeah.
I would like to remind you that this is not a mere demon or a simple celestial being. This is something that something that possessed such a large creature that killed many people, and we had no way to stop the possession of, other than some certain means.
And it can't possess anyone in a 25-mile radius.
Right. It's kind of a tricky thing.
Actually, that part may be useful. I mean, technically, you may not like what I'm offering, but we could kill you where nobody else is. Or maybe where somebody else is, but that somebody else is completely... No, I wouldn't like to do that. That would be a little fucked up. Where nobody else is. And then we can... Well, I technically could bring you back to life.
Well, here's the thing, is that it's not just people, it is living creatures. So where in this world can you think of any place where there'd be no living creatures within 25 miles, Sir Uric?
Who said anything about this world?
I hate this plan already.
Jimmy, you look like you had an idea there.
No, that was me as a player.
Yeah. Who said the fuck this world? Like,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're
pocket
thinking,
dimension, kill doors in, problem solved.
yeah, reincarnate. Boom. Just
Yeah. Well, sure. I can.
high level clerics
do
are
a
bullshit.
can do a sending to Trent if you want. I mean, didn't he say it would take about 2 months though?
Trent also might have ulterior motives and might also want to do other things with the demon.
Oh, he definitely has ulterior motives.
He wanted specifically to put it back in its original body and take it somewhere.
Jimmy would definitely be more conducive to Sir Uric's idea than to Trent's idea.
Sir Uric is at least lawful evil. I mean, good.
Hey, this is progress. Jimmy's willing to believe a cleric over a wizard.
He's his friend. Very important distinction.
why not just kill doors in the abyss and send it back home that way?
Well,
You
first
won't.
off, I'm not going to the fucking abyss. Like, ever. I don't think any of us could go to the abyss.
No one's going to the damn abyss.
Yeah, I agree with that statement.
I'm surprised you wouldn't even attempt it on a holy crusade.
Is there any way to trap it inside, like,
Well,
a living rock or something?
You all need to realize something. I have a fucking child. What the hell you want to do is your business, but I'm not risking their future or my life for you. But aside
enough.
from that, I'm more than happy to help you with this task.
Fair enough.
So what is your idea, Yorick?
Well, there happens to be a place I can kind of sort of go to now as a perk of the newly instated lead of the Church of Serenray.
Yorick, are you telling me you can visit your god?
Well, yes.
Technically goddess, isn't it?
That's actually a mortal complaint most of the time. Gods could really care less, and the title of god does not have a gender role associated with it.
Oh, well,
It's only
yeah, I
mortals
suppose.
who associate it with manliness, and, well, if any of them want to contest how powerful my goddess is, they can speak to me.
I mean, that actually is a good idea. I mean, can't possess someone that's dead, right?
Right, right.
Oh,
Well,
wait.
there's
Or
no
would-
living creatures there either.
Or would your god count as living?
No, of course not.
I
There are-
pity the demon that tries to possess a god.
Well, I
Didn't
mean,
we learned that it's not actually a demon, though. It's
something. What?
It's from the abyss, technically.
Wait.
No,
What?
No, if I recall what we learned. It was a being for what was the name? Because it wasn't. So I'm trying to remember all the details and find the notes for it because I know it wasn't heresy, but it was something had to deal with heresy, like like
Yeah.
yeah,
Ikshasa.
Ikshasa.
Yeah.
I mean, at minimum, I think we could go there and commune with her, see if I'd be allowed to seal that creature there. I mean, I can't presume she'll allow me to do it, but if
No
she
harm in asking.
does, I mean, it would also give me the knowledge of if what you're doing goes strictly against her, because, you know, no offense, Dorzen, but yeah.
I highly doubt she'll want to seal this being anywhere near the other celestials, as what we learned is that this Ikshasa thing is what possessed something related to celestials, and that's if you've been listening to any current events about the nearby continents, that the port, not the Mali, port
Vindalian Empire, Menagerie
and-
Coast.
Zune.
Port Zune was recently devastated by
Or Phelan. It wasn't a port, it was Phelan.
Phelan.
Yeah. Which is a
Phelan
port,
was-
but it's not called port.
Yeah. Was recently devastated by the creature this Ikshasa possessed.
You
Pretty
bring up some interesting points. Counterpoint. Let's try it.
Yeah, I mean, there's no harm in asking.
Right.
So does your ticket to a divine realm come with a +1?
+7,
Well, I said
There's
let's
no
go.
harm in asking.
Let's do it.
So I turn to Mary and Kuma and Silren. You want to see the face of God?
A god.
Why not?
God.
Yeah, semantics. He sips his tea.
Well, sure. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
At that point, I look at Mary like, how many times have I said, don't fucking say that?
All right. Well, now that you guys are willing to at least fucking try something without planning for 35 hours, we're going to go ahead and go on break. Be right back.